Alright, so I'm back, and I mean, you might notice immediately that I've changed my outfit. This is a worse outfit that I'm going to show you where to get very quickly in case you, for some reason, can't like sprint through the sewers. Which, I mean, can be tricky if you don't know what you're doing. So, I mean, I find it tricky even though I know what I'm doing. But this outfit came from, there's a corpse right beside that tree, like on the other side of it. That's where this outfit came from. Now I'm just going to sprint this way because there's an item over here that I just, like, my souls are over here because I was collecting some items off camera, that way I wouldn't have to do too much for it on camera. The soul should be in a hole in the ground, yep, okay. I was over here because there's a couple spawns for blood shards. So, and a blood gem if you wanted to get that. So, I think that's all the item spawns over here though. So I'm gonna roll out. I've already been, there's a chest if you go to the bottom of the stairs back there and take a right. You run by another giant with, instead of an axe, he has like a very large wrecking ball that he holds. And it does a lot of damage, but thankfully I've never been hit by it. It looks like it does a lot of damage, I should say. Now I'm going to swap back to my other outfit. Later on I might put that on. Actually, this doesn't do, aside from the helmet, this doesn't do anything worse than what I already had on. Dropped my defense by 20. Actually, never mind, this is a pretty good outfit. Yeah, we're good. No, I hate dogs. Alright, let's swap back to this. Now, I don't know if he's over here right now, but I know a little bit later into the progression, there's a death dealer is what everybody's calling him now, that spawns over here. He'll be like stood here, and if he kills you, then he actually takes you to a high level area. Like by force, he carries you there. If you die by his hand. If you die by, like, if you run into the fire that's over there and die by that, he doesn't do a thing because you didn't die to him. Because I think he doesn't kill you, he just wounds you and puts you in a bag and then carries you off to, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of the place because I'm terrible with that. So yeah, I mean, there's a good set of armor in there. That's one of the main reasons that I actually went there was because of the armor set and the weapons there. Which is probably what I'm going to do again when I get the option. I think it's after I kill the next boss or the boss after. I also have a shield, which I can show you where to get that in a later episode. Yeah, I got beat down. Alright. Actually, I can just go ahead and tell you. When I respawn, I'm going to respawn on the bonfire, or the lantern, as they're called. I'm going to go straight forward and up the stairs to the right, and there's going to be 3 regular enemies like the ones with the canes that you saw me walk by. And at the top of the stairs, if you take a left, it's tucked up around a corner on the right is where the shield was. I mean, as you can see right there, it's not really worth anything, but it's there. If you wanted, it might make you feel a little bit better. On my other character, I don't use it. I use the hunter's torch, which you get in the later area. So, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to bide my time with the weapons I have. I actually did buy the Kirk hammer, but I sold it back immediately because it did less damage than even the cane because of the scaling. So, I was a bit disappointed. Underwhelmed, I guess you could say. Because on my other character, the thing's really good. It does a lot of damage, but it also has 30 strength. I'm just gonna full on sprint. I don't even care. I don't know why I've stopped fighting them anyways, so. Huh. Quick and easy. I hate dogs in this game. Dogs have killed me the most in this game, I think, than any other enemy, because I'll be running from other enemies, and just dogs are like really quick. So those and the gunslingers, they tend to get me on the run, because when I need to heal, they always hit. All right, they should leave me alone. Now there's a coven down here that I'm not going to join. Actually, I might as well join him. Yeah, cooperate, why not? Yay, fire papers. Fire papers are really good against a couple bosses. Well, most bosses, because they give you bonus damage, but there's one boss coming up that this will be really useful on. God, Jesus, just go die in a fire. Oh, okay. Now this area right here looks normal, and it is, for once. There's an item here that's not booby-trapped. It's a blood gem. Now, when I came up that ladder after killing the father, there's a blood gem workshop that I got. And what that does is lets me add blood gems to my stuff. Like, that should give me bonus damage. Come at me, dog. God. Oh, it's like 8 bullets there, just spam shooting while I was trying to talk. But you can add blood gems to stuff to give them bonus damage. There's different types of gems. It's just a bunch of cool stuff with, like, upgrading. Like, I have a lightning weapon on my main that does fire damage right now, but I think I'm gonna respec it so that it does, instead of having like +8 fire damage, it'll do +14 lightning on top of the lightning that it already does. So I'm not sure yet. Alright, now this area sucks. I'm actually going to go back to the Hunter's Dream, because in this area there are 2 hunters. Well, not hunters per se, they're hunters of hunters. They're workshop heretics, I think is what it's called. So I don't know. Why did I come back? Oh yeah, I wanted to upgrade my stuff. And to buy bullets. Bullets are kind of necessary. Yeah, see how these, this one just gives me the +9, like the +9 damage, where this one will give me like +10. So, it literally essentially gives me +1 damage. And then +2 damage, so. I'm gonna do it that way because I'm gonna try to spec into, the cane more so, even though I don't really like it. Because I've heard that it scales extremely well. So, if I can get to using this properly, then that'll be good. Purchase items, I need some bullets. Works for me, that way I'm not wasting too many souls. Alright, now, I mean, I've leveled up a couple times since the start of this. I mean, I'm a level 14 now. So I've leveled up a total of 10 times. Most of that, sadly, was to wield a weapon, the Kirkhammer, that I can't actually use because of the damage on it. Because it scales with like a D in strength and an E in skill, I think. even though my strength is at 16, it does terrible damage. Like, I was hitting for 35, I think, with the cane, and hitting for less than 20 with the blade that the card camera has, because it has 2 bits. It has a sword and then a hammer. The hammer did more damage than the cane, but it also attacks extremely slow. On my other one, I used the card camera until I actually got past this area, and I think past the area after this as well. So, here's a little note that tells me that hunters are not wanted here. I don't look like a hunter, I look like a gentleman. So, maybe they won't mind. Maybe I can disguise myself and just slip on in. Nope. And now this little thing, I'm gonna chase him. Because he's really valuable. He gives, what's it called? Yeah, bloodstones. Down here, this is a little shortcut through. You don't really have to go over here, but I'm going to because there's items. Well, an item. It's a hunter's torch. It does pretty good fire damage. And that symbol up there means that I'm being poisoned by these enemies. Which is something that I can get used to because... Oh, no, you had to open that door. My bad. But you get used to being poisoned here because that's all the enemies. Like, if you see the enemies with the little, like, towels basically draped over their head, then they do poison damage, where the regular versions of those don't. I think the boss in this area does poison as well. Sadly. I'm not a big fan of being poisoned, honestly, because it becomes tedious if you don't carry antidotes, which I don't know if I have any. Yeah, I do have a few. I can change the music box over for, like, the fire paper. Swap pebbles for urns. Swap. I'm gonna swap the bell for Molotovs, actually. That area that I went into to regain my blood essence, you get the monocle from there as well. The monocular. It lets you, like, it's basically binoculars from Dark Souls 1 and 2. Just without the glitch roll. How are you going to shoot over his head? I mean, come on now. Okay, now there's a ton of enemies here. You can't really see it, but the one, I'm going to point at him with my cane. Directly in front of where my cane is right there. That's an enemy. There's another one behind that cloud of gas right there. There's an enemy there, and there's one behind that one. Now you can't see it, but they're there. Why do I feel like that attack does so much more damage like this one? Heal. Yeah. I feel that does more damage, even though it's probably just me thinking it does, so yeah. Oh well. Morale's over half the battle, so. I'll show you the guy that was talking to me in a minute. He's a hunter of hunters. Oh, I forgot about the guy that was behind me. Alright. I mean, at least this place will fill me up for blood vials. I might as well heal. I don't remember what this is. Alright. That would be me having to end the episode. So I'll be recording another episode to cover this area. Yeah, that's it for this episode. So I'll see you guys when I actually go to explore this area. I'll see you soon.